What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukshu. We are back with another Musume video. And in this video, it'll be a nice and simple video. We're just going to be going over Jungle Pocket, and that'll be pretty much it. And then we'll go over the comments, since nothing really new has released along with Jungle Pocket, not even SSR cards. I feel like, a part of me feels like the reasoning is probably because this, maybe they had plans to release her along with the movie, but they didn't. So they just pushed her a little bit ahead or after the movie and just released her by herself after the June Bride event. But it's all right. It's all right. I haven't taken a look at her yet. I haven't really looked up, like, besides her unique, which I did see, but we're gonna see it again because I kind of forgot what it was already. I think it was just her getting out of the gate, right? But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna go over Jungle Pocket, and then and then we're gonna go over the comments. But before that, I do want to show one specific Duramente that I wish did really well. She was so close, but this UE6 Duramente possibly could have been the one. Excuse me. As you can see, she does have an S aptitude in both chaser and medium distance. And then Guts and Power was pretty much there. Would it have made a UD? I'm not sure. Probably not. But that is maxed out speed. And obviously stamina and wise are over 1200. So, honestly, I didn't think stamina was gonna make it, but it literally barely made it over 1200. But yeah, I was kind of bummed. I've been having good, I want to say good luck, but better runs with Duramente, as you can see. This was this one. No, this was before. This was before, because this was the other UE6. I believe this is the original one that I thought I could use. It's the SN medium distance. But I was not aware that I needed 1200 stamina. As you can see by the setup, I used 2 Guts cards instead. So yeah. And you guys are probably wondering, what is this Satono crown doing up here before that Duramente? So this one was kind of like a random run. And it was supposed to be medium distance. But then the stamina wasn't high enough. So I decided to just kind of just transfer her over as a mild distance, even though she has 2 medium distance skills on her. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And this was my old Duramente that was beaten by 3 points, literally 3 points, right? Yeah, 33, 230, 33, 227, 3 points. 3 points. It's crazy. But whatever. Other than that, let's just get started with the banner now. We are here with Jungle Pocket, but before that, actually, we do have a free pull that I wasn't expecting. So let's go see what we get as a free summon. Or is this a free support card? Oh, I forgot what card. Is this a power card? I don't remember. Yeah, it was. And then I believe the Saiyan Sky one was the wise one. I think those two were the combo. I think. I'm not sure. Kind of want to know now. I kind of want to know now, so I'm gonna figure that out. Wise. I know there was a Saiyan Sky card. Yeah, right. This one. Yeah, I feel like it is the one. But anyways, here we are, Jungle Pocket. The only banner that was... I mean, not the only one. We do have this banner here. Which, if I were to pull in it, I would have chosen those 2 cards. Or, yeah, those 2 cards. And I guess this is the Twinkle series, but this one has been here, so... yeah. we're just gonna go back to Jungle Pocket, see what she's all about, and I mean, I most likely still won't pull, so there's no way. So Jungle Pocket at level 1, 3-star. We have 93 speed, 85 stamina, 109 power, 88 guts, and 75 wise. At level 5, 5-star, 114 speed, 104 stamina, 133 power, 107 guts, and 92 wise. Turf Runner. She can run mile distance all the way to long distance as long as you bring up both mile and long distance up to an A. Seeing that her best is medium distance makes me wonder how well will she do in the CM, knowing that the CM is pretty much maybe that's why they released the banner a week before. Maybe that's what I'm assuming, because normally they would release the banner when the CM is present in, like, has been loaded in the game. Has it been loaded in the game? I'm actually not too sure. Let's take a look. If it is, then okay. If it is, then okay. That's how I usually remember it. No, it is not. Yeah, usually from what I remember before the CM, the time they would release the banner would have been the few days before the actual CM starts. It's basically the prep period. Which I would assume is because they would give time for people who chose to go for the new character for that CM to give them some time to train. That's what I'm assuming. And that's the reason why I was confused why Biko Pegasus was... No, not Biko Pegasus. I forgot who. I feel like there was a CM or League of Heroes that was random. That didn't match the event's distance, so... Yeah. There was one. But I think they went back on track after that, because... How long is this banner staying? 625. Yeah, it's gonna still be here during the CM. So... But anyways... before I got distracted by that, for her aptitudes for this position, she is a betweener, but you can use her as a chaser or a leader if you want. And then for her growth rate, 10% on speed, stamina, and power, which pretty interesting, especially if you're trying to raise power easily and stamina as well. This seems like pretty tempting, because these are... Guts normally doesn't give me a problem, but stamina and power are usually the ones that give me an issue, so I wouldn't mind that 10% growth rate, but I don't think I'm pulling. I know I'm not pulling, because the new scenario is literally, what, 2 weeks? But going over her skills, this is the unique skill, Faith in the Pharaoh. If you're in the middle of the pack halfway through the race, your speed will increase. It will greatly increase in medium races. I think we should expect a lot of, well, at least the whales side, but I think it's fair to say that we should see Jungle Pocket in medium distance for the CM, because with like 5 days left, that's more than enough time for people who has an easier time in training. So there's a specific kind of people, I would say, that should have an easier time in training, that will most likely have Jungle Pocket ready by the CM. So greatly increases speed. That's all right. pretty good unique skill, I guess, for just increasing speed. Innate skill, we have left turns. Your speed stat is increased by 40 on counterclockwise. What did I just say? Counterclockwise tracks. Can't read. All right. Next one, on the move for betweeners. If you're not in the front during the second half of the middle leg, your speed will slightly increase. And the last one is Rising Passion for medium long distance. If you're in the middle of the pack during the first half of the final leg, your speed will slightly increase. Just like yesterday, feel a sneeze coming, but I actually sneezed yesterday. But awakening skills at level 2, we have betweener straights. Slightly increases speed on straights for betweeners. Sorry, making sure I didn't. Well, I'm just making sure that OBS isn't paused again. Like Monday's video? I'd say Monday's video, right? I think so. Oh no. At level 3, we have Blitzing Spirit for Betweeners. If you're not in the front during the second half of the middle leg, your speed will increase. Level 4, Ignition. For medium distance, if you've activated at least 13 skills in a race, your speed will slightly increase. And level 5, Surging Beat for medium long distance. If you're in the middle of the pack during the first half of the final leg, your speed will increase. For the evolved skills, we have Blitzing Spirit. 2... What was Blitzing Spirit again? It was this one. Blitzing Spirit into Fang of Onslaught for between or medium this time. If you're not in the front during the second half of the middle leg, your speed will increase. The effect is slightly stronger if your base power is at least 1200. Conditions, there are 3. Get at least 3 speed type skills, have at least 800 power, and have at least 600 stamina. Which is all easy. Definitely all easy. Oh, she has 3? Why is there 3 evolution skills? Oh! So Surging Boat, or Beat, my bad, I said Boat. So for Surging Beat, there are actually 2? There are 2. Interesting. Okay. So the first one is Surging Beat into Demon of Battlecry, or Demon Battlecry, I would say. Or maybe Battlecry of a Demon. For medium distance in Tokyo races, isn't the CM in Tokyo also? I swear it is. Please load. I swear it's in Tokyo Racetrack. Yeah, Tokyo. Dang. Yeah, they totally released her for the CM. Not only it is a medium distance race, it is also in Tokyo, so. Well, in the first half of the final leg, your speed will increase and your acceleration will slightly increase. Conditions. Condition 1, let me just see what this is. In the Entrusted with Longing training event, select choice number 1 or win the Japan Derby. Condition 2, have the sharp status effect at the end of training or have at least 800 speed. Both are still easy. And then the second one is this one over here. It's still Surging Beat, but instead it'll evolve into... I am the only one in the world who can burst out for medium distance. During the first half of the final leg, your speed will greatly increase. During the first half, the speed will... I'd rather go with that one. At least for me, personally. Unless that's supposed to be like the better one, I'm not even sure. But the only condition for it is win any G1 medium race 4 times or get at least 4 skills for medium aptitude, which obviously if you're building her for medium distance, you'll have her because she has medium distance skills herself. So that is pretty much it for her skills. Well, let me actually take a look at the... we can't look at her evolve skills. Okay. Probably because it's her first release, maybe. But her skills from events, one of them is Fearless Heart for Betweener. If you're in the middle of the pack during the second half of the race, your speed and acceleration will slightly increase. The next one is One Chance for medium distance. During the first half of the final leg, if you're not near the front, your acceleration will slightly increase. And then the last one, Razor Sharp Stride for Betweeners. On the final straight, if you're not in the lead, but also not more than 10 meters from it, your speed will increase. And that is pretty much it for Jungle Pocket. I do have one little idea. Think I'm gonna do it. You know, just to satisfy my pulling urges. I said I wasn't gonna pull, and yes, I am not gonna pull. I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore now that I think about it, because I looked at the date again, and all it told me was you gotta save. So yeah, I won't be doing any pulls for Jungle Pocket. I got kind of tempted going over her skills. Not gonna lie, especially yeah. It's kind of like yeah. I just wanna. I need to save. I'd rather, even though it hasn't happened in pretty much a whole year. Yeah, pretty much a whole year. Even though I haven't gotten her yet, I'll still eventually get her. I'm talking about Katsuragi Ace. It's pretty much been a year since her release. Let me double check on that, but I'm pretty sure it's been a year. If not, it's pretty much a year. Release date, we're a month early. It's pretty much a year to me. Because I haven't gotten her this whole time, so it definitely feels like I never had her. And then I'm still missing Festival Teo, which is kind of sad, but... Alright guys, we are now gonna go over the comments from yesterday's video. But before that, just give me a sec guys, cause I need to do something real quick. Have returned. I just had to go use the restroom quick, and then also respond to a phone call that I missed because I was recording when it came up. And yeah, now we're here. So now we're just pretty much going over the comments. Let me just refresh because I had it up already, but never know, there could be a comment out there. Nope, there isn't, because the last one was 3 hours ago. I am recording a little later than usual. Reason being was I had a headache. It was pretty bad, and I decided to just kind of just close my eyes, just take a power nap, a legit power nap. Yeah, and it helps, so I do feel a little bit or way better actually, so I'll be able to push through, so we're all good. But the first comment is gonna be from Nova. It's true though, I always get dudes even in Uma. The Musume part is a lie. We all know that they're dudes IRL. Not all of them. Not all of them. That is false. Yes, we do know that they are dudes in real life, but not all of them. I was gonna see, do I have an example right here? Right there. Hishi Amazon. Perfect example. Perfect example. He's right there. I didn't have to go over to the actual list. To be honest, I somehow thought Jungle Pocket was already in the game, but at least it's not Verxina. More time to save. She was as a support card for how long? Jungle Pocket, Jungle Pocket, Jungle. She's actually had three different support cards, and the first one was released in May 2023, so pretty much a year and a month ago. This Guts card was looks like it was from the event card, and that was released next month. Yeah, that was pretty much for the summer event. And then this one looks like it's from the movie. It is the movie power card because just looking at the card itself. And this one was released in May, so about a month. So yeah, she's been in the game as support cards, pretty much. And then Nuz responded saying, yeah, I also thought that, but it's a support card she has. Yep, it is a support card. Thank you, Nuz, for replying. Next comment from Nova says, almost had 90k and lost it all to greed. If only I could swipe in Uma, then I'll just get to 90k and above in one day. If you can swipe in Uma, I think there is a way. I think you would have to play on PC for that to happen. But thankfully, for me, PC don't work. Well, it does. It's just it'll take years for me to get a whole training done and days to log in. Just kidding, it doesn't take that long. But it takes kind of long. And it doesn't stay connected well. That's what I can say. Whether it's connected to the VPN or without the VPN after logging in, it still sucks. So it's whatever. It's whatever. Inoki had responded saying, touching 60k carats with 30 plus tickets on support and nice. Pretty much haven't pulled since the new scenario with the scenario card and Orfer. Excuse me. I would have had 30k if I didn't pull, actually more than 30k, if I didn't pull for Tachyon, but that was fine. I would have had 30k again, most likely if I, or at least close to 30k, if I didn't try to go for North Flight for like, what? I think it was like 9k, I think, maybe 10k, I'm not even sure. It was around there for sure. Because I was brought back down to to 4 digits, and now I'm back to pretty much half pity. As you guys can see on the screen, pretty much half pity. Which isn't bad. Obviously, I'd rather have full pity, because just in case the character is, when they release the new scenario, the character they release is a character that I want, then I can at least go for the character and the support cards, the training scenario card. But I kind of goofed up and try to go for North Flight, but it's the name of the game, right? You can't really be mad at a... Oh, you can. But I was going to say, you can't really be mad if you don't have currency, knowing that you chose to use it yourself. So, yeah. You could get mad at the game if they haven't given it to you in a long time, which is why the pity system is nice. But depending on the pity system also, it could be nice or... Still bad. Still bad. But Nova had responded back saying, gonna be clutch with the new scenario on Verxina for me. 30k in a dream. Well, if you have 30k in a dream, I have pretty much 15k in a dream. I mean, with the CM, if I can at least get Group B, then I probably can get at least another 1,000, I think. About 1,000, I think. So that's not bad. I did get the full rewards from the previous event, so that was a full pull as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes for me. You're in a better position than I am, at least, Nova. But Tanoki definitely did really well at his savings since the anniversary. Next comment says, was wondering if I don't spam the comment section, what would happen? It turns out that it was a literal comment drought. To be fair, it was. To be fair, it was. I went through it pretty darn fast. But it also gave me rooms, you know, to have also that random tangent I had about the paranormal. So it's, in a way, it was alright. Oh, speaking about that, we got a little story from Nova. It looks like a little story about paranormal. So, alright, let's read this. I believe in the paranormal, but I have no encounter of such things myself before. However, my mother has what they call the yin-yang eyes in Chinese culture, meaning that she is able to see ghosts and spirits. So she's basically like sensitive to the paranormal stuff, or at least ghosts and spirits. I forgot was it called an empath? Is that what we called it? Kind of curious. Is that what we called it? Not empathy. Don't give me that, Google. No, it is not. Well, regardless, it just seems like she's sensitive to, I guess, the paranormal stuff. She told me 3 instances of the time she saw ghosts or encountered paranormal event. Yet there was 1 instance of that paranormal activity that I was able to witness firsthand with her. This was back in summer 2020, 2012 when I was preparing to leave Taiwan to go to college in the States. I remember that we were just visiting the old NTU, National Taiwan University Library. Being an alumni, my mother had went there just to relive some nostalgia since the library was rumored to have been scheduled to be torn down in the near future. I remember that we were walking up this old staircase that could have easily been 100 years old. No, NTU was previously known as the Tokyo Imperial University during the occupation of Japan from 1845 to 1945. What we saw on the second floor was this main door that leads to the interior of the library, and this is very important that you remember there was only one entrance and exit to the library, so I'm assuming it's this one door. My mother, myself, and my stepdad went inside and looked at some of the old studying tables around one corner. It was then that my mother commented on something I thought was very weird at the time. She said, "Oh, wow, I didn't know there was still someone studying here." Now you have to remember, this was summer, and most of the university was on break. Very true. I could also remember that I gave that area a good scan when I first walked in. This wasn't the only oddity, as my mom continues. The person studying here has a really neatly combed hairstyle, and he's wearing a uniform. I stopped her and asked her, who exactly is she talking about? She just responded with a gasp, saying that the person in question just vanished. I expressed to her that my skepticism because there was nobody in that studying area to begin with. Even if there was, these old wooden chairs would make some sort of noise if that person was to get up and leave. True. Last but not least, my stepdad was near the entrance of the library and he did not see anybody going out that door during the time we were there. And then, I asked her what exactly was that person wearing. All she could describe was those old school uniforms that you would see in the 1900s, which is to say they were not modern at all. She added that she could only see the back of his head and not his face during the whole encounter. From then on, I think I just came to accept that paranormal events are real, but they are not as prevalent as those foolish ghost chasers on YouTube that wants you to believe. Because my mother has that inner gift, she could see them, but not everyone can. That is very true. Not everyone has the gift of being able to see ghosts and spirits. What I do believe is that everyone, skeptics or not, whether you believe in it or not, I believe everyone still has the ability to, if they were to keep an open mind and yeah, if they were just basically keep an open mind and were willing to, I'm not saying that y'all should do this. Totally shouldn't. Totally shouldn't, especially if you're trying to use various tools to do so. Some that are easily accessible, aka the Ouija board, because I've seen that sold in Target. And worst of all, one of the other times I saw it on Target, it was the Stranger Fictions Ouija board. So yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Whether you believe it in it or not, just don't do it. Because if done incorrectly, things will go bad, whether you believe in it or not. Because if you don't believe in it, you mess with it, don't do it correctly or anything like that, or you piss off a spirit, then there you go. As you can see that I'm speaking like I do believe in it, because I do believe in it. So yeah, I believe that everyone can experience these if I guess they were to have an open mind, or I don't know, just exposure, I guess. But yeah, I get it. I've seen a lot on YouTube, a lot of different paranormal people. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I would say a lot of them, yes. A lot of them are debunkable. A lot of them you can be very skeptical about. But I've only come across a very little few where a lot of their things that happened to them I simply couldn't explain because It happens very abrupt. Like, it'll be nice and chill. They'll just be literally just sitting down talking. Next thing you know, stuff just starts happening that I couldn't even explain myself. No matter how hard I tried to debunk it, just couldn't. So yeah, even though I do believe in it, especially if I'm watching it on YouTube, I try to do really go for it. Really think about it more. But to me though, I will say this though. I will believe the YouTube ones over the actual TV show ones. And that's no offense to, what was it, like Ghost Adventures and all that. It's no offense to all of them of that. But knowing that it's a TV series, I swear I can't believe in that wholeheartedly unless I was there and saw it for myself. Just because it's a TV show. YouTube, you kind of have the leniency of its actual people. Like, at least the ones I've seen are actual people, not just a crew. Who, like an actual crew having multiple cameras and all that. Like actual people with like 1 or 2 cameras, maybe some static cameras as well. At least those are more believable, in my opinion, than a TV show where you have a crew and all that and stuff can just happen because they have a crew. If it's just like 1 person, 2 people going into it, it's kind of, you know, and they're together and then stuff start happening, then you really start questioning, is it really them or not? But enough of that tangent before I get too deep into it again. I don't really I was just curious if you guys believed in it or not. But and also some stories was nice. That was an actually very interesting story. Obviously knowing that your mom has that gift to see them, it makes it hard to not believe in that, you know. So that's interesting. That's interesting. For me, paranormal events never happened to me like, oh, no. There was one. So my high school was built on top of a cemetery. Yes, that's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. To really show that, that's why it could be haunted. So, and our mascot was called the Phantoms. But anyways, besides of that, it was about late at night. This was my freshman year, and I was in JV volleyball, and I was just sticking around, you know, just waiting for the varsity game to end. Just waiting around, and I was at the freshman area, locker room area. This is outdoors, by the way. And I was with my friend. We're just talking peacefully. Mind you, all these lockers have locks on them because they're all being used. You pretty much know what I'm about to say. As we were talking, it was just silent with just the noises from the freeway that was nearby and any other thing that would make noise. Kind of hear the gym going on from the crowd and all that. But regardless of that, we were just talking. It's probably been like 30 minutes since we went out. And yeah, we're just talking about school or whatever. And next thing you know, all we hear was the row of lockers in front of us just making noises. Like either the locks were making noise or someone was trying to open a lock. It was just a mix of locker noises. Whether it was trying to open it, the locks were banging or whatever. Yes, and that freaked the crap out of us. That freaked us out so bad. Since it just happened out of nowhere, we didn't even turn back. We literally just ran back to the gym, and that's it. I can't really explain anything else than that. Or one, all I can say is my high school was built on top of a cemetery, and 2, literally nobody else outside besides the both of us, because everyone was watching the game. I didn't know how to explain it, and the fact that it was that loud, I didn't even have to think about explaining it, because I didn't have any reason not to believe that that wasn't a paranormal occurrence. I have no reason not to believe that wasn't. Because it sounded like the lockers, at least the row in front of us was making noises. Because it just came from in front of us. Every other locker was quiet. Well, anyways, Nuz had Nuz had replied saying, "Me personally, I don't believe in the paranormal events. But if you ask me what it was, I couldn't tell you. If one of those moments, or maybe I could if I was there." Exactly. If I was there, then totally. I can totally try and debunk it. But if I wasn't, then I'll try my best to question it in my story. Then Nuz had said, "What's still a crazy story?" It really is. It really is. Thank you, Nuz, for replying. And the final comment from Nova says, "Phew, I finally beat Verxina in this one run. I was having difficulty for some reason. Now I have a UE8 Vivlos. And I think that should be fine for now. I could have had a better Duramente as you saw earlier, but it didn't work out, sadly. Other than that, thank you for the comments, Nova, Nuz, and Tanoki for replying. Next comment is from Eugen. Train Cheer, Nature, and Cheval, which ended with a UE8 and UE4 respectively. Same, I am lacking power with Cheval, so yeah, the previous UD was better in terms of stats. Bad skills is meh. Well, was mine even? I don't even know how mine was. Oh yeah, it was our best run we've had with her, but it wasn't even anything special, to be honest. Jungle Pocket for next Uma? Nah, skip. Though she was being in PR, I just don't like her. Maybe I didn't like the image of the AV cosplayed with the hairband ear, or just that wavy hair that didn't look appealing to me. Sorry, maybe I have this kind of hate or annoyed with the Uma due to PR. Well, at least they show a bit of the skill on announcement. It's kind of weird. To not like a character. I didn't like the image. The AV cosplay. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like it's more of a personal thing. I personally have nothing against Jungle Pocket. I just can't pull. I don't want to pull. I actually don't even. I mean, I would have to see the movie to actually put my 2 cents if whether or not I'll do like or not like her. But I'm not gonna say I don't like her. She seems perfectly fine. I don't think there's an Uma I truly hate. Like hate. There's just Umas I don't like. That's pretty much it. But I mean, we do all have our own preferences when it comes to hair, the style, and all that. So, like, understandable. But let's see. Oh, paranormal. Well, if I remember during my childhood, there was this time someone was knocking on the door, and when I opened it, there was none. Also, similar shadow, a small child passing through the hallway. Mine was not a small child. Mine was a taller shadow, but I don't know what's creepier. I honestly don't know what's creepier. Oh, now that you remind me, so this was probably one of the more recent ones. So my friend was sleeping over, and we were supposed to go somewhere early in the morning I was gonna help him out with something, to drive him to a different place because he drove over to sleep over. So I decided to, use some gas to get over. I'll drive you to where you need to go, which wasn't too far from my place. But anyways, besides that, it was probably, I don't know what time it was. Well, definitely in the middle of the night. Probably getting closer to like morning, like the time I usually record. And I randomly woke up to a noise, which is understandable. My window is usually open. So I just assumed that it was just a noise outside. Think nothing about it. and went to the bathroom, did my business, because I randomly woke up and I was just like, okay, I guess I'll use the bathroom. And as I got back to the bed, lay down and all that, next thing you know, and the thing is, this is gonna be weird, but this is gonna be weird. So I heard something hit the back of my bed. Mind you, the wall. It's on the wall. The headrest is on the wall. Nothing can hit it unless you reach over and smack it yourself. So that got me up. For some odd reason, my friend didn't wake up. And so I just, just laid there just wondering what the heck was happening. And this is where it starts to get crazy, because there's a connection between what I heard and what my friend was dreaming about. So as I was just sitting there just trying to figure out what will happen, I hear this little girl's voice coming from the door somewhere in the back behind me to the bathroom, and the door is closed, mind you. I always keep that door closed regardless. I just keep my doors closed regardless. And I heard it and I was just like, okay, that's weird, because I mentioned that I had a little brother, not a little sister. Even if I did have a little sister instead, it would have sound like an older woman at least, because this one sounded like a kid. And the craziest part is, after I brought myself to sleep for a few more hours before getting up, was I told my friend about this, because I thought it was crazy that he didn't wake up to the bed getting smacked from the back, or from the headrest. And yeah, because literally behind the headrest is also the window, which is the wall that I'm talking about, for my bed at least. I told him what happened, and he told me that it was crazy because he said in his dream, he said he saw a little girl standing where the door was. My heart sank when he said that. And the craziest part is, he never has dreams. He's told me he never really remembers his dreams, or he never really dreams since I've known him. I've known him since we were in kinder. He's like a brother to me, like a legit brother to me. He's literally one of those guys. There's probably like 2 or 3 more of those. But that's besides the point. When he told me that he saw the little girl in his dream standing where the door is, and I said there was what I heard, a voice of a little girl, I lost it in my head. I thought I was going crazy, because there's no way that connected perfectly and all that. That was probably the most recent thing that has happened to me. Trying to think if anything else happened that correlated to that. I don't know if it had anything to do with me or him, because nothing like that ever happened to me. The only things that's really just happened to me is what I've told you guys. There is one more thing. If you guys do want to know, let me know. There is one thing, and in a way I was forced to do it, but at the end of the day, I fell to peer pressure. But if you guys do want to know, let me know down in the comments, because I don't want to extend this video any longer. But yeah, that was the most recent one that I can remember, at least, besides maybe a few cases of sleep paralysis after that. But yeah, nothing like that has ever happened. So I was wondering if it was him or was it me. So I don't know. But continuing on with the comment from Eugen. Before I watch the NBA during the times of Jordan, because I always cheer for the Pacers, and maybe until Shaq's famousness, but I didn't bother watching it since the rise of fast internet and more into anime. Though still, I know what happens, what's happening, but now, no idea or hear any news. Is Lakers and Bulls still fighting for the finals? No, no, they're not. Well, all I can say is it definitely seems like you haven't been exposed to the NBA for a while. Lakers have been struggling to get another NBA championship since I think 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when the NBA went through the bubble. That was basically the year, the COVID stopped the season, and then they continued the playoffs over the summer. And the Lakers won that one, and people people make fun of them for that championship. But the Bulls, they've what's crazy is they could have won one a specific year, but things didn't go their way. Back when they had Derrick Rose, was a big Derrick Rose fan. Till he got his injury, wasn't the same Derrick Rose. Years later, y'all had the Chicago Bulls had good teams along the way. They just never really won, and the Lakers were just doing what the Lakers do. They just keep trying to win through getting superstars rather than trying to build a good young core while still having LeBron James. But that's pretty much it. Right now, it's the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics, and in the finals, and it is currently 3-0 Celtics favor. My friend that I talked about is a Dallas Mavericks fan. Since I want to say 4th grade, 3rd grade. Oh yeah, he's been a Dallas Mavericks fan for a while. So yeah. They haven't been fighting for the finals. The Lakers, it's been more recent than the Bulls. The Bulls, it's been a while. So yeah. And it's not because they haven't had a good team. It's just they just haven't been winning. I'm more into F1 if you ask me what sports I watch currently. I was able to find streams since 2018, so that's why I have a F1 race weekend to chill with. Yeah, like I said, I have seen F1. I do watch it here and there, but I'm more of a FD guy, Formula Drift. But nothing against F1. Nothing against that. Plus, it goes hand in hand with also the YouTubers I watched who are into drifting, or maybe like one of them who's actually in FD or participates in FD and is actually pretty darn good at drifting. If you know, you know. Yeah, there's a handful of people I watch that drift. So that's probably the main reason why I watch FD more. I get a little bit of time attack, but that's pretty much it. Regarding to the room IDs, maybe I got tired for the bit due to the consecutives of reaching 24 hours before the room is filled, or 4 times in a row none have joined. I haven't joined. I haven't joined, and if it's 4 times in a row none have joined, that's definitely how you know I didn't remember, so I do apologize. Maybe it's just I have no interest to watch the race if I'm the only entry and there's no skip, just like the training, so I decided to take a break for a bit. But it's okay if it's just me. I'll keep the activity in a circle. And then Tanoki responded saying, yeah, reminder that I'm not in the circle, so I'm only able to join if you commented on YouTube. I feel for Eugen. I feel for Eugen. Making the rooms, and sadly not a lot of people join. Actually, there's probably something I want to check, but I'll do that later. Thank you, Tanoki, for responding. And Eugen for the comment. Next comments are going to be from Tanoki. Jungle Pocket is a skip. I mean, I pretty much committed to that when I decided to pull for her speed card. I wouldn't mind if she spooked me on another banner, but actively pulling for her as a free-to-play would be suboptimal. Yep. it would be. I'm not saying that that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying for free-to-play players like us, we're better off picking our banners. I couldn't come up with the word, but we're better off just, you know, picking our banners for the characters that we want to pull for. You could tell I was trying to think of the same word, but yeah, that's why I say pull for who you want to pull. Doesn't matter who it is. If you like that character, pull for that character. In Cheese's case, Jungle Pocket's not a skip. He's been wanting Jungle Pocket for a while now, so I don't blame him for wanting to pull for Jungle Pocket. That's pretty much the only Uma he's been saving for. So yeah, for me, I don't mind doing random pulls for different characters here and there. As you can see, what I did with Agnes Tachyon and North Flight, although I didn't get North Flight, so that was quite unfortunate. For me, I give a little leeway for myself because I do want to at least pull a little bit more, because I don't want to just literally not pull for months. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Even if it's just one pull, I'll do it for you guys. It's just literally just for the video, and also for myself because I do like pulling. But yeah, if for a free-to-play player, it is in best interest to just pull on the banners you want to pull in, or characters you want to pull for. And it goes the same for support cards. For support cards, I'd say if you're gonna go for a support card, make sure you try and go for limit breaking it, or at least try to get 3 limit breaks in it. That's my personal opinion, because the reason why I say 3 is because later on you could just use a rainbow crystal on it. That's pretty much why. Because if you end up just getting a single copy, chances are you're not gonna get the best benefit out of it, because depending on that single SSR card, it could be better than we thought it was, kind of like the Wise Measure of McQueen or the Marzensi Speed card. If it's something like that, sure. But if it's like the typical SSR cards that you're gonna need to max limit break to use it, or maybe even 3 limit breaks to use it, like me with my Super Greek card, I don't think it's gonna be worth it, because it's just gonna end up sitting just like what I have here. A lot of my cards are sitting, regardless of me having, you know, some of the recent cards and all that. They're literally just there sitting because I can't use them with their full benefit. Like, I do have like all these other cards, Mahad Cafe, stamina card, Yukino Bijin, Fine Motion, Wise cards. I have more Wise cards I could use. I have this Winning Ticket power card, Sweep Tosho speed card, obviously these speed cards as well. The other Taishin other Wise cards I could use. I look at all these Wise cards I could use. This power card and all of these other cards. I got this recently, I forgot when. Yeah, look at all the cards I could use. The thing is, I just don't have them limit broken, therefore it just sucks to me in general. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's why if you're gonna pull, make sure it's for a character you want, or if you're going for a support card, I would say max limit break it, because that's pretty much how it's always been. Unless you're a beginner, or not beginner, a noob, not to be rude. If you're just starting off, I mean, shoot, Tanoki, you did really well starting off, so props to you. And then the last comment from Tanoki says, if there's any stat I'd pick to be under 1200, I'll pick Guts any day. Very true. Very true. Problem is, I had Guts and Power on my Duramente. So yeah. Thank you for the comments, Tanoki. And lastly, we have a comment from Nuz. Jungle looks cracked. Probably a new Neo, but skips since new scenario is coming up. Honestly, I do like how she's well built for medium distance. I do like how she's well built for medium distance. But it don't matter if I won't be able to train her, even if I do somehow get her. But I am pretty close. I'm getting there. I think I have my Duramente run my Duramente run is there. I just need to make this like the way it's supposed to be. Just a little bit more power, just a little bit more of guts. Please. I don't know if I should just ditch the... No, it was helping me reach there. Ah, shoot. I don't know. But I was so close to just having Duramente, just calling it for her. But since it wasn't as good because of those two stats, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. But with that being said, guys, that is pretty much it for the comments. So thank you for all the comments. Sanoki, Nuz, Eugen, Nova. I think that's it. Yes, thank you all for the comments. Appreciate it as always, and for your continuing support. Well, I guess that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I didn't expect it to last this long. Obviously, the little paranormal tangent once again while going over the comments may have extended it a little bit, but that's totally fine. I do need to get this video edited because I did record it a little bit later, and I do have enough time, so don't worry about that. And if you guys are wondering about Wuthering Waves, so where I left off with you guys in the last video, I did have two what's it called, exploration quests. The issue I had, they were supposed to be posted Monday, Tuesday, all honesty here, but I didn't realize this until I was about to edit them, and I was in denial for a good 10 minutes because I was trying to make it work. When I put it in Premiere Pro, started editing, no audio from the game, no game audio. So I sat there and I was just like, that's bad. I hope it's not for both videos. It was for both videos. And that was pretty much all I had left to show you guys in Wuthering Waves until like the next banner, the next event, or anything like that. But yeah, I didn't even get a chance to show the last two exploration quests that I had. And yeah, I just deleted it. Never thought about it again until now. So yeah, if you guys are wondering why I haven't posted a video, it's because there's nothing for me to post. I'm not going to be like the very informative Wuthering Waves. I'm just playing the game, enjoying it, and all that, for those of you wondering. So yeah, I'm just there to enjoy the game, play the game, and all that. I'm not there to post daily videos of it unless there's a story. The story's been updated and all that, so of course I do want to get that out of the way as soon as possible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like if I was to start recording like my Star Rail stuff, which would be perfect for me to start this upcoming week because the update is coming, even though I'm like a few months late, because I honestly could have done it when it started. I'm pretty sure I'm still going to do the same thing, probably with a little bit more if I were to show Memory of Chaos, events, and the story, and sure, and the banners, of course. And I could do that at the same time. It'll probably fill in some of the empty spots that Wuthering Waves will leave behind, because since there's less things to do in Wuthering Waves, well, it is new, so there's no reason, yeah. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I won't be posting Wuthering Waves as often. Only when stuff is around. And I will pick whether I will post it or not. To me, it has to have some kind of story. Maybe something like an battle event or something. I don't know. I don't know. But before I get this video a little bit longer than it should, I'm gonna end it here. So if you guys didn't make it this far in this video, I know probably like the original part for the Jungle Pocket was like 20 minutes, if anything at most. The rest was literally all comments, and I'm quite surprised I made it 40 minutes or less. Let's say like 40 minutes, yeah? I'm just went with the comments. But I do enjoy going over the comments, so thank you guys. But yeah, if you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Obviously, I feel like everyone is skipping, at least everyone who usually comments are skipping Jungle Pocket, or is skipping Jungle Pocket, except for Cheese. Don't know if Ren is pulling, haven't seen her comment still, but it's all good. It's all good. Hopefully everything's okay with her. But other than that, yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone else is pulling for Jungle Pocket. Maybe Ren. We don't know. We don't know. But yeah. Other than that, let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I'm gonna keep asking this. Let me know how you guys are doing now in the CM, or preparations for the CM. You guys saw I got pretty close to my Duramente, so I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying because I need a team. I need a team. I don't want to bring that Duramente over there. I think I have a better chance bringing my UE8 than that one. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, leave it down in the comments. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Keep it appropriate. I'll go over it. Anything else you want to talk about? Yep, let me know down in the comments. And with that being said, guys, that'll be it. So thank you once again, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.
君はどうせ君だよ。